So what we'll do is we go new game, generate a mission. Yeah, we'll do that. We can pick a location. We'll pick... We go for a fight in the Ardennes. We could go and fight in Bastogne. Kick around up here. Okay, that can be our map for this. We're going to go British Army. We could also go US, USSR, Finland, East Germany or West Germany or Poland. Yeah, it's awesome that they got so many different combatants in here to begin with. Right, do we want to be mechanized or do we want to be armored? Might go armored versus mechanized. Let's do that. We'll go latest timestamp. We'll go 1991. Time of day can be early in the morning. It can be in June. Yeah, so it'll be pretty summery. Weather's good with 4,000 meter visibility. Wind speed, we can put that. We'll just go calm. Temperature can be warm. Terrain summer. Ground condition can be good. Destruction, we'll put up a bit. So destruction's just how battle worn the battlefield is. So that'll have destroyed buildings and stuff like that. I think destroyed bits of forest as well, possibly. We'll do maximum neutral units as well. We could go air superiority on our side. Yeah, let's go. Let's pretend that we've got air superiority here. Okay, done. We can do an attack, a defend, or a meeting engagement. We might do meeting. We won't do any defenses. We can start on the west. Yeah, that'll make sense. It's got 2 objectives here, which will probably be fine. We could add more objectives if we wanted to. Victory points. Dummy radius on the objectives. Water. We can make it impassable, fordable, frozen, or impassable. We'll just make it impassable. Yeah, I suppose that'll just be normal water, I guess. Paint zones, so you can put no-go zones in, but we're not going to do that, I don't think. Estimated time limit, hour and 52. Okay, so let's up our points a bit. I don't want to make it too big, but I want to spend a little bit. So their combat powers plus 20% on ours. I'm not sure why. But maybe that's to do with different equipment or something like that. We'll do manual unit selection. We'll select our own because that'll be part of the fun. Force type. Yeah, because we're going armored versus mechanized. Perfect. And we do the different percentages for stuff. Yeah, that should be cool. Perfect. Okay, this is where we get to select the select all the different units here. So we will go through this. I'm bloody excited. So this will be our first proper run of the game. Okay, so there's a reconnaissance patrol section. These recce sections. We can do scout cars. All this different recon stuff here. Scorpions, Spartans. Yeah, right, so I'll get rid of that. Might get some of these reconnaissance patrols, I think. So we can do one of them. Might get... Yeah, we might just go all infantry reconnaissance. Like so. Infantry. They've got SA-80s. They might just be SLRs. Those guys have got. Platoon HQs. Parachutists as well. So we can probably just do an infantry platoon with SA-80s. Territorial infantry. Yeah, we'll just get a bunch of infantry platoons. And we can also get command team. We'll get a command team in there as well. Okay, mechanized stuff. It'll come with mechanized infantry. Bring them in warriors. You can bring in a warrior company. Comes with 3 platoons. Let's do that. And then also do this mechanized infantry platoon. Yeah, so we'll get them in as well. Perfect. Gonna be a lot of units. Okay, tanks. We can do some tank troops with the Challenger Mark 3s. We can do chieftains if we want as well. I think we'll go with the Mark 3 Challengers. Mark 2s. Oh, so different armor. These guys got heavier armor. We can go one of them, 2 of them. Perfect. And then, it's going to be all of our points, is it? Yeah, right. So we're probably going to want some air support, I reckon. So we might do away with one of those tank platoons, will we? I've also got the man pads and stuff like that. So we could probably do away with some of the infantry platoons because we got the mechanized ones. Yeah, so we'll get rid of them. Get ourselves some points. We did have air superiority, so we're probably not going to need rapiers. But we can probably go with Milan's anti-tank guided missiles. We can do Milan's sections. Milan 2 section. We'll grab one of them. And then we might go with some Harriers, rocket pods and cluster bombs, and air-to-air missiles as well. Different rocket pods. Also too, the Jags might be pretty cool. Similar sorts of loadouts. Yeah, we'll just go Harriers, I think. GR3s, GR5s. Or GR7s. We'll go the fancy ones. And then we can get a couple of Lynxes in with anti-tank guided missiles. Perfect. That'll work. Artillery, I didn't get any of. Do I want that though? Maybe we do. So we might do away with some Harriers. Let me do some guns here. Artillery minefields. Not sure how much it costs. Unless we do that separately. We might be able to do more Harriers. Is that how that works? And then do we get separate artillery points? Not actually sure. Really don't know. Okay, units, air sorties, got 3 of. Formations 12. Oh, if we remove them, we can get some guns on. Oh, so one gun is 920 points. Comes with a lot of shells though. So we might be able to do that. We might be able to get rid of one reconnaissance, one mechanized. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll put some Harriers back in. We'll go these ones here. Perfect. Then we can get the Scout Gazelles in as well if we want. But I think that'll do. I think that'll be enough stuff. Okay, done. Beautiful. Right, meeting engagement. Round length, player character. We won't do easy mode. Show hidden after action report. Show victory levels. Always play enemy sounds. We can do victory levels, I guess. We can put our training up if we want. So we might do training and morale fire. And then we can play that. Oh, that was one battery, was it? Not one gun. We have to capture and hold the objective locations. So I reckon we're probably going to do a push straight away to try and capture them. We'll have a look at the terrain here. What have we got? Oh yeah, we got this nice sort of low section here. Also too, I haven't tried the line of sight tool. I don't actually know where it is. Line of sight. Because it'll come in handy now. Camera. Infiltration, that's cool. Oh, L for line of sight tool. Okay, cool. Yeah, right. So if we hover over them, we can see what they can see, which is not much at the moment. This is our recce section. So we'll try and put them in a position where they can do a bit of spotting. See, if we get them up in the bush there, you're going to have a pretty good view of stuff. Definitely. Because we probably just want to spot around this objective. That's going to be the plan to begin with, I think. So we can place these guys forwards. We place them up here, maybe. Oh yeah, cool. So we got the two different reconnaissance sections over here. We've also got an objective on this side too. So what we might do is we'll see what the line of sight is from these guys. I can see a bit of stuff there. And if we click on that, we can actually see what they can see. It's lit up over here. This game is like Sea Power, only for land stuff, mate. It's a 3D real-time strategy. Very sort of sim-like. It's very cool, mate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bin that line of sight tool. Okay, so I can move that around. I want line of sight down this side of the river here, yeah. What I might do is I might bin that tool. We'll get these guys. We'll deselect those guys. We'll select just these guys. And we'll get them to move. We might put them right up on this line. See what their line of sight is. Look, I could get them to move forwards. So I might give them a command to advance cautiously to this location here, and they can do a little bit of spotting. Maybe we can't get them to do that, or can we? I want you guys over here doing a bit of spotting. So you can advance, scout towards that direction. Yeah, there we go. There's your waypoint. So if I put them there, we'll see what they can see from that position. Still not really where I want it. I can probably backspace to delete that. Get them to scout over here, maybe. That might be a better spot. Yeah, that's where I want them. That's where I want those guys. So they can scout that way, which will be perfect. I can also set ranges and probably get them to hold fire. Yeah. So I've got them selected at the moment. I'll just give them some orders. Oh, the SOP. So we'll get them to hold fire on soft targets and hard targets. That means they'll fire if they're fired upon, but otherwise they're not going to fire. And they're pathfinding. We'll just leave that. So these guys here, we'll do the same sort of deal. Just get them to hold their fire because they're going to try and do some spotting for us. These are our British recon sections. So they're just going to chill out there and provide us with some intelligence, hopefully. We'll get these guys placed over the other side here. Well, it depends Depends what we want to see, honestly. We can have a little look around. Yeah, it's a very cool game. I've been very excited about this for a long time. And I realize it's not for everyone, but I think for the war game guys, this game's pretty awesome. Like the war game enjoyers. This is actually the first time I've properly played as well. We went through a bunch of tutorials earlier. Probably pretty good line of sight from some of these buildings. Or not. If I get them in that factory, they can see a crap load of stuff. But I wonder if I get them over this side. There's that objective. If I just put them up in some high ground. See, it's going to be a lot of dead ground just here where they can't see. But it depends. See, that gives me really good vision on these areas. It doesn't give me much vision up there. Maybe this hill. This hill here looks pretty good for recon. It's going to be a bit of dead ground. Yeah, something like that's probably pretty cool. I might just put them over here. We'll check out the line of sight that these guys have. That's pretty cool. And then we might be able to break off their buddies. And we might be able to cover the rest of that. So if we left click and clear them off and just select these guys, we'll find a spot where we can put them where they sort of get a bit of coverage through here. Possibly. But I'm also going to end up putting them way too far away, aren't I? Putting them in here is going to fill in a lot of gaps. We might get them forwards, hey? Put them there. And we'll give them the same SOP. We'll just get them to hold fire, because I don't want them to give away their position. Same with these guys here. Hold fire. Okay, perfect. That's our reconnaissance done. Now, where do we expect the enemy to attack from? Anywhere through here, honestly. I might put down a target reference point in this location here, because I expect them to attack through here, possibly. So we'll just put down a TRP there, and we'll put down a target reference point just up in this open terrain here. That's 2 TRPs. I can put 2 more down if I want. So I could maybe put 1 on this. We'll just put them back here, actually. We'll do that. That's going to give us a lot of points to operate off of. Mines. Do we have mines? Not even sure. It says 0. Oh yeah, so I can't do anything there. So I'll turn the TRPs off. Can we build obstacles? I didn't have any obstacles to place, so we're not going to do that at all. Okay, so we've got the TRPs down. That'll help us with calling in artillery in the future. Also, to air support, we probably want to set up. So what I'll do is I'll set up an entry exit point. So you can see that just as this arrow on the side of the setup here. So what I'll do is I'll just bring them in centrally, I think. And then we need a battle position 1 and a battle position 2. So what I'll do is I'll get both of these set up to defend these objectives, I think. Just in case. So if we go battle position 1 there, that's got pretty good line of sight on stuff. We'll focus up the hill that way. That can be battle position 1. And we'll do battle position 2 near this objective as well. And it's got really good line of sight up into this area here. So we'll just have them facing that way. And we can set their path. We'll have them fly nap of the earth. This will be a bit safer, I think. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So they're just going to be waiting to be called in. The Harrier, the 2 Harriers can be called in whenever we need. So we'll be trying to spot some stuff first. Now, we need to come up with a plan of attack. We've got an HQ section over here. Also, too, there's a full order of battle here if we want to have a look at it. But I don't think we're going to go through that. Although I am interested to see what this HQ is. Oh, so these are warriors. The warriors do have attached infantry, I think. But if we hit enter, it'll tell us about the vehicle. Or maybe I don't have infantry for them. Oh no, I don't actually. I think all these vehicles up here have got infantry. So these are, it says HQ and HQ. So maybe I want to leave them back actually. I probably want to leave them in a position where they're relatively in cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them up in the bush here. So if we bin the line of sight tool, we'll just select that whole section. We'll just move them up into the bush there. We'll do the same with this HQ here as well. We'll select them, we'll hit space, and we'll just move them into relatively safe locations for now. Now, we've also got a mechanized infantry platoon, another mechanized infantry platoon, and a mechanized infantry company, which is a bit bloody full on, isn't it? We've also got the Milan 2s. They're just on their own. So we might find a position for the Milan teams. And I might have a look at what they can do. Let's have a look at what their weapons are. So these are the Milan teams here. They're probably got a set up. But if we click on them and then hit enter, we should be able to have a look at what they are. Although it's not allowing me to do that at the moment. Hold on. There we go. So engagement ranges of 2,000 meters with really good accuracy. And yeah, so their accuracy doesn't drop off at range and their penetration doesn't drop off at range. So we're probably going to want maximum engagement distances here for this Milan team. Now, how do we measure distance? Oh yeah, so that's distance from. So these guys have got range to anything through here. So I might try and put them in a pretty central location. And I might try and keep them together. They should be relatively well hidden. But if we have a look at line of sight from these buildings, I'm not sure if we can fire Milans out of buildings. But we probably can. If we put one there, they've got good shots on the right-hand side. Now we're probably going to want really open fields of fire here, I think. So I might get them pushing up into the bush here. Yeah, we'll just get them up in that tree line, I think. They should have pretty good coverage of the area. So what we'll do is we'll bin the line of sight tool and we'll give them an order to advance to this tree line here. And then when we get to that position, we give it a right click. We can get them to advance, and formation spacing. We can give them a new one and we'll just tell them to defend from there, I think. I think we can do that. It might be, I'm probably overcomplicating it, honestly. But we'll get them to move forwards. So if we select them, it'll give us their waypoints. We're going to go for that defend there. So that's our Milan team. They should have some pretty good coverage there. We've got this infantry company. We've also got mechanized infantry platoon. The company is those vehicles, those vehicles, those vehicles. So what we might do is we might just get them forwards like so. And we might, we get them to push past this objective. It's probably a terrible idea. But I might be able to get them to advance to this town. A bit of low-lying area there. Would we be safer punching up this way? Probably. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to select that company and we're just going to move them this way. And I'm not going to give them anything too complicated to do. Holy shit, that is a lot, isn't it? Wonder if we even split them off a little bit. We're probably going to want them to capture stuff. Yeah, no, I might split them up. We'll split them up. We'll take you. Take this platoon here. And we'll get them to advance. Try and get them in this sort of area here. And then maybe once they're at that location, we'll get them to unload just there. Beautiful. So this is going to be really aggressive, but yeah, and probably really stupid. But we're going to find out, aren't we? We've also got this platoon as well, which is those 4 vehicles there. And we'll get them to advance maybe into this tree line here. Yeah, we might just get them to advance to this tree line here. Over that river, and they can unload as well. We get them to unload just in here. Perfect. And then the central guys, we'll get them to so that's going to be this other platoon here, which is 4 vehicles filled with troops. We'll try and get it. We'll try and push them up into this part of the town here. We'll do a fast advance to there, and then we'll try and get them to unload as well, like so. Cancel that. Perfect. And then if we select each of these individual groups, we can see these individual platoons. We can see where they're moving to, like so. Can we put the ATGM teams in buildings? Look, I'm not sure. I reckon possibly. So what I might do is, we've got these guys moving up to there. What I might do is I might deselect them, and I'll give these guys an individual order. We'll try and get them in a building, just to check it. So if we advance to that building, yeah, and we'll see if that works. Hold on. I haven't quite figured out which clicks I need to do yet. So if I do that, then right click. Yeah, right click cancels. So we'll get them to advance, and hopefully they can get set up in that building. We'll see if that works. Okay, who else haven't I given orders to? I haven't given orders to this platoon. We do need to try and capture this area. So what I might do is I might get individual vehicles. I'm just going to get these guys to advance straight to there, and then unload. And we might even just dump some infantry in that area, like so. And we'll get your leader. We'll give him individual orders. We'll get the leader to come up, advance to here and unload, like so. Right there. Good. Don't want to give away the position of the recce. So what we'll do is we'll split these guys off. So I don't want to push them too deep. We might get you into this bit of bush here, so you can advance to there and then unload as well. Get our troops out. And then this was the last one in that platoon, I think. Yeah, we'll get this guy to advance to a position. We might get him up in here, advance to there, and then unload. See how this goes. Also too, bear with me guys, because this is the first time I've ever done this aside from the tutorial missions, so it'll be interesting to see how we go here. It might not be very good. Right, that's all pretty cool. Okay, HQ's back there just chilling out. Now here's our fancy guys. We've got a bit of armor. I think these guys are gonna either win us or lose us the game. We've got Challenger 3s. So if we find a position for the Challenger 3s, look, they can shoot out to 3,500 meters. That is a thing. So what I'll do is, I'm just going to get this whole tank platoon, and we're going to put them somewhere. I mean, we could even put them on this reverse slope, and then just bring them up when and if they're needed. Should we do that? We effectively keep our armor in reserve, and then we could move them around. Oh, they're not really. Trying to have a look. So we could maneuver them around the left and just go for the left hand stuff, or we could maneuver them around the right. Would agree. So we might do that. We might just move the armor back behind this reverse slope. Although this guy's going to be a little bit exposed. Or do we want the armor firepower just to be there right at the beginning? That's a whole nother question, isn't it? Okay, so we might just select this guy and just move him back a little bit. We put him back there, check his line of sight. Yeah, there we go. He's sort of tucked away then. And what we can do is we can drive these guys up and over to engage, and then we could also put them back down into cover. So that'll probably work pretty well. We can also use page up, page down to cycle through all of our different leaders. So you can go through there and just make sure that all your leaders have got orders. If you want, that is an option. We haven't done anything yet, but I'm loving this game already. Absolutely loving it. Also too, 3D, so good. Like being able to see the lay of the land here. Got the challenges back here. We've even got a bit of grass to look at, mate. We've noticed too that the turrets and everything move, the different weapon systems get used, and the tank commanders and stuff like that, the vehicle commanders will be unbuttoned like this, or they can button up, and that's going to change their ability to spot as well. And they will automatically button up if they're under fire, which is really cool. So yeah, it's a really easy game to play. Definitely one of those games that's probably hard to master. Like there's a lot of depth to the controls if you want to go that way, but you can also just click stuff around the map, which is fantastic. Have we played Gunner Heat PC? Yes, love that game. So the basic plan here is going to be have these recon guys spot as much stuff as they can at the beginning. We're going to rush our mechanized infantry forwards and try and take positions in tree lines and buildings near these objectives. And then we're going to call in fire support on anything we spot and just try and hopefully cripple the enemy. And we've got our challengers here too that can peek up over the hill and engage if we need them to. So we can get them to come around this side if we want them just to engage on this side of the map, or we can bring them up top if we want to cover off everything here. So we'll see how we go. We'll kick it off. Okay, lots of vehicles and stuff spotted. Got vehicles in the open. Okay, putting in fire already. That thing's damaged. Okay, everyone's rolling up. All of our vehicles are advancing. We might actually bring our tanks over the top here. We'll get them in a position where they can put some fire down on that. So we'll just get them to advance up to here. There's a bit of a command delay there. So it's going to take another 8 seconds for these guys to act on that order. Okay, the armor's coming forwards. Hopefully they'll be able to get line of sight. Actually, I might get this guy to move up on the right-hand side. Let's get him to advance to here. And he should be able to get some fire on. See how the command delay is longer? Because I didn't give the order to the leader. I gave the order to one of the subordinates. Okay, these guys are under fire here. What I might do is see what we can see. We can't see much. We are getting hit pretty hard. Hopefully the armor can do some spotting here. Try and suppress that vehicle at least. Okay, tanks should be within range of that target. Okay, these guys are being hit. So the Warriors are taking fire. Let's get some air support in. We'll call in. We call in the helicopters straight away. We can get them to this battle position here. The only problem is I can't see much stuff at the moment. So I wonder if we hold off. We might hold off on the air support. Yeah, we'll hold off. So this guy's reversing out of there. He's getting targeted, which is awesome. Okay, we got vehicles punching through here as well. Looking pretty serious. So what I'll do is I'll call in the air support now. We'll get the Lynxes in. And we'll get them to battle position 2. I think. If we can. Okay, they're moving to battle position 2. Now these guys are under fire. Okay, we lost an infantry fighting vehicle. The Milans are still moving. They are not set up yet. This armor, might get this guy to reattach. There we go. He's reattached. Now, the armor isn't doing anything at the moment. So I might need to get them into a better position. Could bring them up aggressively into this built-up area here. We'll get them to advance up into these buildings. And we'll see if we can get some tank fire going on. We did have some infantry unloaded. Oh yeah, just here. So we'll get these guys to move into the bush here. Fantastic. We've also captured this point, which is good. I'm just going to reverse this vehicle. We can just hit R. I'm just going to reverse him into the trees here. Looks like, okay, the Challengers are putting down fire, which is fantastic. How far away? Oh, yeah, helicopters are 4.5 minutes off. Beautiful. All these guys are unloading. We do have... Oh, the Milan team is targeting this guy over here. Okay, they've just fired a Milan. Beautiful. Okay, they hit this thing, didn't do any damage. What is that? That's a T-80. Yeah, shit. That's also a T-80. That is a little bit concerning. I've lost this vehicle. This one that's reversing away is in trouble. I'm just going to call in the Harriers. We're going to do a little bit of danger close fire here from the Harriers. They're 5 minutes out. Now I've got some infantry unloaded. So we're just going to get the infantry into these buildings. Get you guys into this one. Like so. We'll get you guys into this one. Like so. This infantry here. And probably just get into the bush there. Perfect. Okay, this infantry here is getting absolutely decimated. That whole squad's probably gone. Challenger just tracked this sucker, maybe. Okay, he's taking side armor hits here. Oh, beautiful. T-80 down. Come on. Come on, mate. Oh, shit. We got Artie coming in on that Milan team. They fired right at the beginning, so looks like the enemy's got armor on the go. Oh, beautiful. This tank's got line of sight on that T-80. Get him, Challenger. Yes. Bind him. Very good. Okay, we lost this infantry squad here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this infantry platoon to push up on the objective. Just get them to advance like so. We've lost a lot of stuff in here, but it's probably fine. I want you guys to get into a building. Get you to advance into that building. This guy's got a bit of a keyhole position here. I might just get him to rotate. So he's looking that way. Good. Vehicles, infantry. Okay, they're moving. We've got infantry in that building there. Looks like there's a lot of fighting happening over here. These guys have unloaded. We're going to get you to advance into the bush here. Perfect. I haven't even checked out what these infantry... so they've lost 3 men there. They've got the... what's a full squad look like here? Full squad... Oh, so they got laws. But that's about it. We'll get you guys here to advance into the tree line as well. Perfect. And we'll get these vehicles up here, advance, and then we'll give you a rotate command. You can look that way. You're in a bit of a defilade position there, so you're probably fine. I can probably just let you chill out. I can tell that he's in defilade because he's got the green here, although he's defilated from that direction, not from this direction. Okay, that's enemy Artie falling on those guys. So what I'll do is I'll get this infantry up into that tree line. I'll get this infantry here. Up into this tree line here. Okay. So we've got more armor cutting across. T-62. T-62 just got binned. Beautiful. Okay, fantastic. Warriors are still taking fire. They're still pushing through here pretty heavily. We do have the Harriers coming in shortly. And we should have helicopters on station. Oh, here they are. Beautiful. So we've got the Lynxes coming in. They're just flying nap of the earth at the moment. But what I might do is... Oh, there's an anti-tank guided missile coming in. That's no good. That may have missed, though. Those tanks are in defilade. Okay. Striker's having a go. Hopefully the helicopters can deal with that. Oh, here come the Harriers. Okay, the Harriers are binning things. They're dropping cluster bombs. Harriers taking some fire. Get cluster bombed, mate. Harry's taking more fire. Shit. So they might have a bit of AA there. That might be a thing that they have. We did manage to get these guys into a building. Yeah, good. They're also putting down some LMG fire at this squad here. This squad's obscured by the smoke and everything. Oh, there's a bloke running. Okay, Artie's falling on this point. We'll just let him sit tight. Okay, we're destroying vehicles over here. The helicopters are pushing in. Okay, that sounds like a Milan that just got shot. We're going to check to see whether our Milan team is in that building. I think they are. Okay, that hit that tracked vehicle. There's ammunition cooking off somewhere. Oh, yeah. Ammunition cooking off in this vehicle over here. This game's so easy to play. The controls are incredible. This is the first time I've ever played a proper battle. And I feel like we're completely in control of what's going on. Also, too, if we want, we can pause and give orders. Okay, so that's the Milan shooting out of this building here. It's stinking T62. I'm expecting the Lynxes to spot these guys and maybe have a go. They're also really close to the tanks. Okay, old mate's cooking some laws off. If we have a look at these guys and we set their path to contour, they might climb up. Oh shit. I know, I thought he was on fire, but he's not. Yeah, beautiful. They're putting in guided missiles. Get them, Lynxes. Get them. Okay, the Challenger's doing work. Still. Lynx missed. What I might do is I might call in some artillery on all this shit in the open. Let's do a new fire mission. Let's go with all the guns. We'll go 2 volleys. We'll go HE. And we'll set the target area. Okay, target area there. So that will be coming in 1 minute's time. The Artie. Oh, the battle has reached its conclusion. We did it! We bloody did it! Holy shit. It's a real-time game there, Teague. Real-time game. Yeah, the Challenger 3 is just dominating. But yeah, it's pausable real-time. You can also time compress it. You can speed it up. And fuck, it's fun. It is so much fun. Okay, that's our first proper battle. We did that in the auto battle generator. And we just input a heap of information and then the game spits out the scenario for us. And if we were to do an auto generated campaign, it'd be lots of these linked together. And depending on whether we win or lose, it'll move us along into different parts of the map each time. So each battle will have a bearing and have an outcome, whether it be advancing or falling back. So we deployed 123 troops. We lost 26. We deployed 23 vehicles. We lost 9. And we deployed 4 aircraft. We don't know what the enemy deployed, but they lost 64 troops. They lost 31 vehicles. There was also 6 troops that surrendered or that ran away. Oh yeah. That's awesome. That is fantastic. What a bloody game. I'm very keen to play a lot more of this.